Welcome to Yury Experience, and today I want to talk to you about what is normal when we are talking about society. Actually, my original idea for the video was slightly different. It was more like normal versus normalization, and is it the same, is it different stuff? And the fact that the topic has changed a little bit is due to the fact that I did a little bit of research, and when you look for research you find that sometimes the topic that you wanted to talk about is not that important, but there is a topic that is actually a topic that is actually important for your idea or for the idea that you want to spread. So let's talk about normal. Let's talk what is normal, what we consider normal, and what types of normal are there in society. Yeah, let's go. But obviously before we start I have to tell you that this is Yury Experience, and here I share my various experiences about different topics. If you will enjoy this video, I do 2 videos per week, Mondays and Thursdays. You can also subscribe to the channel, you can like this video. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go. Pretty often when we are talking about normal, we are talking about normality. Normality in our behavior. I will still use the word normal during this video, but the normality is kind of what we are talking about. Or maybe the normality is word for science that we use when we are talking about normal. Even though I provided you a definition, there are a couple of thoughts that people are connecting with normal and or normality when we are talking about different social issues. I would call it like that. There is individual or personal normality. It is what is normal for you. It is your common behavior. It is what you usually do, how you usually behave yourself, what you usually say, what actions are you usually doing. It is your personal normal for yourself. And also sometimes for other people. So when people are looking at you and you behaving differently from your usual self, they normally tell you that. They're telling you something like, "Ooh, everything all right? Are you ill? You look bad. You are talking differently. You are talking strangely." That happens when you behave abnormally. You don't behave as your usual self. Except for that, there are social norms. It is normal for the society, and also whether this normal is applicable to you or not applicable to you. Basically, this is normal behavior, how people normally behave, how people commonly behave when people interact with society. For example, you wear clothes, because most of people wear clothes. If you wear clothes outside on the streets, then you are behaving normally. But if you don't wear clothes outside, then you are behaving abnormally. Again, depending on the geographical location, but the common idea I think is clear. The most common way to understand what is normal and what is not normal is looking what majority is doing, is looking how majority is behaving, and there are a couple of ways of doing so. Obviously, you can start from observations. So basically, you go outside in your city and you think about some idea, and you are looking and thinking whether this person follows this idea or doesn't follow this idea. And basically, if most of the people follow your idea or idea that you thought about, then it is probably a normal idea for society, a normal behavior for society. But if most people don't do it, then it is abnormal. Obviously, you can also do some research, you can create questionnaires, ask different people, create some statistics, and from statistics you can calculate what is an average or what is a median, depending on what you are interested in. And from there you can assume that this average behavior is a normal behavior. Small reminder, average is like some average number which you can normally get when you ask amount of people, for example, how much money they spend for something, and they tell you different numbers, and from there you can calculate the average when you do some calculations, basic math. And median is a value that you will get when you again ask these people how much money you will pay for something. Then you sort these values from the lowest till the highest, and then you go exactly in the middle. You don't search for an average value that people can pay, because it is a little bit of calculation. But no, here you go exactly in the middle of the statistics, and you take the middle value. Average value and median value can be same or can be different. It depends on the case, depends on statistics. And also coming back to topic of normal, on a lot of occasions, normal is not only the average or the median itself, but also some deviation from there. Because let's be honest, most of us are not really in the middle, like perfectly on average. But if we go slightly left and right, we will cover actually most of people. That's how normal statistics work. Obviously, this most doesn't mean all, and this most only works for one specific topic, one specific trait, but for this, in this context, yes, it does work. Obviously, there is also some critique to this idea of normal, because although I was talking about these theoretical concepts, what science could use, like average values and whatnot, but at the end of the day, it is pretty highly applicable to our everyday life. Most of us have some subconscious understanding what is normal and what is not normal, for example, wearing clothes. And about some other topics, we have conscious understanding what is normal or what is expected from us from the society, or what is not expected, what is abnormal, what we shall not do. And the critics say something according to the lines, yes, normal covers maybe most of people, maybe even 90%, although actually 50% will be enough for defining normal, but okay, let's go with 90%. 90% of people have this behavior, that is why it is a normal behavior. But although we know that yes, it is a normal behavior, it is nothing that you can expect from people, because it can cover 90%, 59%, but it will not cover 100%. And that is kind of the whole idea. At the end of the day, our society is big group of individuals. Each and one of us has individual values, individual thoughts, individual ideas about what is normal and what is not normal. And at the end of the day, although normal exists, it is difficult to expect it from all people. You cannot really use it for a lot of stuff. For some stuff, yes, but not for everything. And now we will come to the last part, and here I will share my opinion about this whole idea of normal. First and foremost, in my personal opinion, normal does exist. We all, according again to my opinion, know what normal behavior is, what is normal for us personally. Like for example, I like to read books. It means it is normal for you to read books from time to time. And we also know more or less what is normal in terms of society, what is a normal behavior. It is normal to go to school in Germany, obviously. It is normal to, like, I don't know, brush your teeth. There are a lot of normal things that are happening in society. That's basically where stereotypes come from, where labels come from, where categories come from, where different groups come from, because there are some normal expectations from society towards some groups of people, some people who are following some specific label. So yes, in my opinion, normal does exist. But, and that is a huge but, secondly, although normal exists, it doesn't define you specifically. You have an opportunity to do whatever you want. I mean, yes, you can even go against the law, but you need to carry the responsibility for your decisions. But at the end of the day, yes, you can go against what is considered as normal. We shall not forget, for normal sometimes 50% is enough, because 50%, or actually 50%, 0.00001 is already majority, and majority technically defines what is normal. But 50% is, or like 50% and a little bit, is still 50% too little from 100%. So something that can be normal for majority doesn't have to be normal for you. But even if we go closer to this idea, 90% of people do it, again, you don't have to do it. At the end of the day, it is your personal decision to follow some normal ideas or not to follow them. To be normal or to be not normal, depending on the context, geographical location and time. I think I didn't mention it, but I had to. Normal is highly dependent on your age, on your gender, sex and whatnot, on your geographical location, on time we are currently in. So normal is something very fluid. So decide for yourself what is normal for you personally. And the third point, which I will touch really briefly, because I actually wanted to talk about it originally. Normal and normalization. Normalization is cutting off extra stuff to create normal. So it is not expanding normal. And when you are talking about let's normalize something, and that is what a lot of people are talking about in terms of LGBTQ topics, racial topics, social groups topics, when you are talking about normalizing or normalization, actually you are talking against yourself, because you are saying, okay, let us throw away our ideas because our ideas are not normal and just remain by conservative normal ideas. That's not what you are actually talking about. What you want is expanding normal, and that is something different. You want to expand what considered by society as being normal. You want to expand maybe what you understand as being normal. So yeah, just some clarification in terms of words. Please use correct words, because words have meaning, because words have weight. You want to expand normal, and let's go for it. You don't want normalization, because that's kind of a bad stuff. Except we are talking about socialism, but socialism is an independent topic. That's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can also share your own opinion about normal, normalization. What is your experience with normal? You can also like button, tune, like push, and you can push subscribe button. Yes, that's pretty much it. Have a great weekend. I see you on Monday. Bye. Yeah.